Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me. Really excited to have you here because I have an exciting DIY for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make an amazing mint and basil hair growth spray. So you are going to love the spray. I've been using it while my hair's in a protective style and I've seen really good benefits, and that's why I thought, you know what, I'm going to share it with you lovely people because I want you to benefit from it as well. So it's really simple to make. We're only going to need 3 ingredients, 2 main ones, but one which is optional actually. And the first one is going to be mint. So I've talked about mint before in a video in which I showed you how to make a rosemary and mint oil. But mint is one of my favorite herbs for the hair because it can help to stimulate hair growth. It's really good as anti-inflammatory properties, and these can help hair to grow back in bald patches. So mint is an effective treatment for alopecia. The next one is basil. We've not used it a lot on this channel, but I really wanted to introduce this to you because this is another amazing herb for hair growth. So basil has got anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal properties, and therefore can help to keep the scalp really healthy, but it also stimulates scalp circulation, and because of this is going to help hair to grow back in bald patches and hair to grow in general. So this is really exciting. So I like to add a humectant to my sprays because it just helps my hair to retain the moisture, because once the moisture dries out, my hair could remain a little bit dry. So I like to use something like glycerin, which I'm using here. It's a really good humectant that helps to keep the moisture in your hair. If your hair doesn't like glycerin, you can add a little bit of honey, or you can leave it out altogether. And then I'm just going to need a big jar just to put everything in together, and then some freshly boiled water. So to start off, we are going to put the glycerin aside because we're not adding it at this stage. So first of all, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of the mint into the jar, and then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of the basil into the jar as well. And then I'm going to add just 1 cup of the freshly boiled water. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to stir everything and allow it to steep. So you really do want to give it time to steep so that all the goodness from the herbs gets into the water. So I recommend that you steep it for at least 4 hours. If you can manage to steep for about 12 hours, that's even better, because then your tea or your spray will be even more potent. So once it has cooled down, once it has steeped to the potency that you want, it's time to strain it. And I recommend you use something really fine that's going to catch all these little particles, because what happens when you put the herbs into the hot water, they may break up a little bit. So you want to make sure that you strain it thoroughly and there are absolutely no particles in your liquid that remains. Otherwise, it's going to get into your hair, and it could actually block your spray bottles, etc. So I'm just going to take a moment to marvel at this absolutely beautiful, rich color of this spray. It looks wonderful because it's really potent. All the goodness from the herbs are now in that liquid. So I'm just showing you here why I strain it thoroughly, because you really don't want any of that in your hair. So now we've reached the last step, and I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of the glycerin. Remember, if your hair doesn't like glycerin or you don't have it, you can add 1 tablespoon of honey, or you can leave it out altogether. Once I've added my glycerin, I'm just going to take a small little whisk and I'm just going to mix everything thoroughly. So you can use a fork if you don't have a little whisk like I do, or even use a blender, because what you want is to mix that liquid, which is essentially herbal tea, with the glycerin so that it's evenly distributed throughout your liquid. So this herbal tea is pretty versatile. You can use it as a scalp treatment, as a pre-poo, or you can actually use it as a final rinse after you've washed and conditioned your hair. Or if you prefer, you can actually use it as a leave-in spray. So that's what I've been doing. I sprayed onto my scalp and my hair, and I did not wash it out. So because we haven't added a preservative, this will only last about a week or so and it has to be kept in the fridge. So what I recommend is that you just pour what's going to last you for a week into your applicator bottle, and then you can store the remainder in the freezer. And then whenever you need to take out more, you just defrost it at room temperature and you're good to go. So now I'm going to show you how I use it as a leave-in spray. So the first thing I do is to actually spray it onto my scalp, because I want my scalp to benefit from the goodness that is in the spray. So apply it to the scalp, but I also apply it to the hair, and you'll watch that once I've applied it to the scalp, I'm going to spray it directly onto the braids where the hair will be. And then because my hair is in a protective style, the best way for the hair to absorb the goodness is to actually squeeze it in. So I'm just going to demonstrate. So I recommend that you keep watching the video to see exactly what I'm doing. So personally, once I've finished applying the growth spray throughout the hair and the scalp, I like to finish off with a little bit of oil. This just helps to seal the moisture in so that I'm not having to moisturize my hair every single day. So you can do the same, and you can use any oil of your choice. I'm actually using one of my DIY hair growth oils. I'm using the rosemary and mint oil. The reason really is just because I used mint in the spray, and I just wanted to enhance it by using a growth oil that has mint in it. But I've got loads of DIY hair growth oils, and you can make one of them. If you've got one already, then you can just use the one that you've got. So that's essentially it. We're done, and this spray can be used on a daily basis if you wanted to. There's absolutely no reason why you can't. But in order for you to get the most benefits, then I recommend you use it at least twice or even 3 times a week. Otherwise, you won't see the benefits as quickly. I know some people will be asking, how long does it take for you to see any results? Seriously speaking, when it comes to hair growth, nothing's going to happen overnight, but you will start to see results within a month. Even 2 to 3 weeks, you should start to see results in terms of your hair just being healthier, shiny. Your scalp is just so much healthier, less dandruff, less itchy, less flaky, and also you start to see the growth. So you do have to be patient, and also, my lovelies, you have to be consistent. So those are the 2 most important things when it comes to hair growth. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it useful. And if you do make it, do come back and let me know how you get on. If you've got any questions, whether it's now as you're watching the video or even afterwards, once you've made it and tried it, do come back. and ask any question, and I will do my very best to answer your questions. So again, thank you so much for watching. Before I go, I just want to give my subscribers a massive thank you, because your support means the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. I also want to say a big thank you to everybody who comes and watches the videos and engages. Again, that really helps boost my channel, and I appreciate it. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And also give the video a thumbs up. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to be one of the first to know when I have a new video on the channel, all you need to do is just sign up for notifications. So until next time, you take care, my lovelies, and take care of your loved ones. Bye for now.